and she has created a new laboratory of repression. We're talking about Tibet. Yesterday we told you how China has set up mass jails in Tibet. Tonight we'll tell you what Tibetans are being put through. New experiments of Chinese persecution before they're shipped off for forced labor across the country. For the longest time, the world has focused on Xinjiang, but it is Tibet where Beijing began its campaign of repression against minorities. China is changing Tibet with the help of 4 moves. Number 1, it is blocking foreign contact. Number 2, deflecting international pressure. 3, changing the demographic of the region. And 4, setting up a system of mass surveillance. I'll explain how this works. First of all, China cut off Tibet from the rest of the world. Tibetans cannot travel abroad. Many of them do not even have passports. Getting a passport is harder for a Tibetan than getting into heaven. These are not my words. This is what Human Rights Watch reported in 2015. The second move of the Chinese government, it has cut off any international support for the Free Tibet movement. China goes after anyone who speaks about it. It doesn't matter who they are. I'll give you an example. Lady Gaga, the singer, yes. In 2016, she met with the Dalai Lama in Indianapolis. How did China respond? It banned Lady Gaga. She was added to a list of hostile foreign forces. Move number 3. China is changing the demographics of Tibet. It is a move to alter Tibet, a direct attack on the Tibetan way of life. Beijing says it is making Tibet, quote-unquote, more Chinese. According to multiple reports, there has been a large influx of Han Chinese into Tibet. The Chinese state promoted interracial marriage. It offered incentives. It adopted a series of policies that were favorable for mixed couples. So they get social security, they get reproductive rights, vacations, prizes, and special treatment for their children. The message from the government is very clear. It wants Tibetans to dilute their ethnicity. A detailed list of benefits was advertised. For the children, China promoted education, assurance of employment, even a membership of the Communist Party. Chinese state media was used to push stories and promote these marriages. And finally, China used surveillance. We discussed this yesterday. We told you about Chen Chuan-guo. He was the man who designed the surveillance system in Tibet as the party chief there. He is described as Beijing's man for restive regions. What earned him this title? Chen introduced a new policing strategy in Tibet. 2 months after taking charge, he rolled out what is called convenience police stations. What are these? These are police stations installed at street corners. They encourage community-based policing. In 2011, he advertised 2,500 police stations, 2,500. More than 400 positions were for Lhasa, the traditional capital of Tibet. What was the need for such intense policing of Lhasa? Because this region saw violence and protest in 2008. Tibetan monks clashed with the police, so China installed police stations to ensure such an uprising never takes place again. It set up 161 convenience police stations in one single town, which means you had one station every 500 meters. This man, Chen, turned Tibet into a police state. Then he was sent to Xinjiang. He took his bag of tricks with him. And now Chen Chuan-guo is the Communist Party secretary of Xinjiang. He is also a member of the powerful Politburo of the Communist Party and the man who orchestrated the genocide of Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang. Chen experimented in Tibet and executed in Xinjiang, which is why we say Tibet was the original lab of repression. It has military labor camps for Tibetans now. Here are some photographs. These camps are like jails, very similar to the mass jails in Xinjiang. We have accessed satellite images of one of these camps. According to a report, the compound is fully enclosed. It is surrounded by a tall perimeter wall and fence. There's a wire mesh that separates buildings. The internal fence is believed to be 3 meters high. Who needs such militarized compounds for vocational training? This is slavery and persecution. The Communist Party has nationalized these policies. The world kept quiet about Xinjiang for way too long. Look what happened. Now it is happening in Tibet.